All right, everyone. So GTA 6, we all know, is going to be the biggest gaming launch in over a decade. We've been waiting for this new GTA entry for a very, very long time, obviously. It's one of the biggest launches to happen with gaming, and it's coming out this November. And of course, for a lot of us, we've been wondering not just when the pre-orders are going to start, but more importantly, what are going to be the special editions of the pre-order bonuses are tied to GTA 6 because, well, gamers want to know, want to know this stuff. They want to know what is going to be the pre-order incentive for GTA 6 this time around, considering, obviously this is the first new GTA game in over a decade. How's things going to work this time around? Well, in this video, we're going to finally cover the special editions, as well as pretty much some details, not just from Rockstar, but also from PlayStation, because yes, PlayStation have also detailed some stuff regarding PlayStation features that you can expect in GTA 6, as well as an incentive. If you're a PlayStation player, you're going to want to hear about the incentive that's involving the pre-orders of GTA 6. But yeah, we'll get into that very shortly. Without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's begin. So, let's begin with we might as well begin with when it comes to the pre-order information here. So, the pre-orders for GTA 6, they are starting at midnight local time, so basically midnight tonight is what I'm understanding, is that it's going to be launching from midnight tonight, meaning that wherever you are around the world, as soon as it hits midnight, boom, pre-orders go out, and you'll be able to start getting whatever edition you want to get when it comes to GTA 6, which I know you're probably wondering, what are the incentives here when it comes to the pre-order options and special editions? So, well, here's what we got. So we've got the standard edition as normal. Obviously, the standard edition is going to be just basically the game on the disc, that average GTA experience you all know and love. However, though, there is a special edition also involved, which is the Ultimate Edition. Yes, there is an Ultimate Edition tied to GTA 6, but this edition is news that came out today by Rockstar. And if you are wanting to go for the Ultimate Edition, this one's going to come with premium vehicles, weapons, appeals, and it's basically stuff for Jason and Lucia. So you're going to essentially be getting some vehicles and tattoos and lots of different cosmetics tied to Jason and Lucia. That's going to be available as part, and even stuff for the mod shops as well, like for all the different stores in the game. There's some pre-order, some stuff tied to the Ultimate Edition that you can get as part of this package, that you're going to be able to get as part of the deal. Now, the downside is that this edition is going to cost around $100, and it's probably going to be around that price in the UK. So, because of that, luckily, there is going to be a way for you to upgrade to this edition, because they have said that there will be an upgrade bundle for the Ultimate Edition, should you want this stuff when the game launches. Luckily, there is going to be an option to upgrade to that bundle of content if you want to get your hands on any of the cosmetics and stuff, and the vehicles, etc. There is going to be a separate package for that. Thank goodness Rockstar announced that, because if they didn't, then there was going to be obviously an uproar around that whole situation. But luckily, they're going to do a separate upgrade bundle for that, which is good. But yes, so like I said, the Ultimate Edition is going to be around $100, I'm afraid, if you're looking to want to get this edition. The Standard Edition, by the way, if you're in the States, it's going to be $80. Yeah, they are indeed going for the $80 price tag that I think a lot of people feared was going to happen. But that also means that in the UK, we're looking at it being priced around £75, roughly the same price as how Mario Kart World was when it came out. That's pretty much the price tag we're looking at here in the UK, like a £75 price tag for the UK for GTA 6's Standard Edition, which is, yeah, a lot more than it was when GTA 5 originally came out. So, obviously, This was obviously a clever strategy from Take-Two, and along with Rockstar. We kind of knew stuff like this was coming, so this is obviously what we could expect when it comes to the prices in the UK. But obviously, we'll see it officially when pre-orders go live at midnight. However, though, another thing to also note is that the Ultimate Edition, unfortunately, won't be coming with a game disc. It's going to come with a digital code of the game, which I was a bit. I think a lot of collectors are going to be very surprised by that, because previous special editions of GTA come with the disc of the game. This Ultimate Edition only comes with a digital code of the game, which is a bit bizarre why they've gone down this route. And it obviously, I mean, some journalists reckon that the reason why they've done this is because of the fact that they're trying to avoid spoilers, or trying to prevent leaks from the story spoilers, and preventing like rebuys and resells, and prevent that sort of stuff happening when it comes to the Ultimate Edition. I believe that was their strategy when it came to doing this. So that's what a lot of journalists reckon is the reason why they've done this, which I know some people are not going to like this, because it's not going to really incentivize them to want to get the Ultimate Edition because of this deal that they're doing with download codes for the game, like PS5 what PlayStation are doing with their PS5 bundles. But yeah, it is a little bit of a bummer that they've done that. But I think it was just to prevent leaks from stories and stuff. And yeah, I think they were trying to do that just to stay sure that stories kept spoiler free going into the launch, which I get it. You don't want stuff to leak. I get that. But when you give collectors nothing to really say, I've collected a special edition, like a collector's item, you kind of ruin the whole point of the Ultimate Edition, if you see what I mean. But anyway, it's there for those who want to take advantage of that. But however, though, what was really surprising about all of this is that what was really cool is that, and this goes for any edition, obviously, if you pre-order the game, you will get a vintage Vice City pack. Essentially, they're doing items that are inspired by the original Vice City, the one I first played back in, 2002, I believe it first came out. Back from the PlayStation 2 days, GTA, that was the very first GTA I ever played. They're basically bringing outfits inspired from that game in for Jason and Lucia that you can get as part, and a vehicle as well, and a garage that will be inspired by that game as part of the vintage Vice City pack that you can get for anybody who pre-orders the game or buys the game before the 20th of November. So basically, if you buy the game just before or on the launch day of GTA 6, you can get this bundle. Otherwise, we don't really know if they're going to release the bundle outside of the pre-order bonuses. Maybe they will. I'm not entirely sure. They haven't said whether there's going to be an opportunity to get the vintage Vice City pack after the launch of it, or whether they'll release it as a separate DLC for GTA 6. We don't know yet, but I'm hoping we'll get some clarification to that when we get closer to the launch, hopefully, by Rockstar about how they're going to handle the vintage Vice City pack following the pre-order incentive for GTA 6. But however, though, if you pre-order digitally, there is going to be an extra incentive for it, which is if you pre-order digitally, and this is, from what I understand, it's only for the PlayStation Store side of things. So if you pre-order on the PlayStation Store GTA 6, you will get a free month of GTA Plus as part of your deal. So essentially, you will be able to get GTA Plus as part of your pre-order, meaning you can use that in GTA Online for GTA 5. And you can basically get discounts on shark cards and stuff. You can get extra cash for GTA 5 if you. And by the way, even PlayStation are incentivizing for gamers who want to play GTA 6 to go and get yourselves a PS5 and PS5 Pro from their PlayStation Direct or retailers. Which, by the way, the PS5s haven't. There is somewhat of a discount going on for PS5s on the Prime Day if you're wanting to take advantage of those deals. It's not much, but It's there for those who want to take advantage of the PS5 deals that are currently going on Prime Day. But to be fair, it's not the best of deals. There's some good deals, but not much. I feel like there will be better deals for PS5, hopefully later in the year, fingers crossed. But nevertheless, this will be available for those who pre-order digitally. You'll get a free month of GTA Plus. But also, what was really interesting is that during the press release, they mentioned that GTA 6 is going to be a single-player experience only, which is a very key point because we usually get an online mode for GTA for new GTA games, well, since GTA 5 and etc. So it begs the question, what's happening with GTA Online for GTA 6? Is that going to be separate from GTA 6? I would assume that's the plan. If so, are we going to hear about that later this summer from Rockstar? Hopefully we will, because now that it's absent from the pre-orders of GTA 6, it definitely seems to hint that the online mode's going to be completely separate from GTA 6, and we're going to find out, hopefully, about the future of GTA Online sooner rather than later. I like to be hopeful we're going to be hearing more details about that later. That maybe next month we'll start learning about the online future for GTA, which I think is definitely something a lot of people are eager to hear about, considering now it's absent from the pre-orders of GTA 6 currently. It definitely seems to suggest that, yeah, they're definitely releasing it maybe a month after launch or maybe later, depending on what their plans are for it. So hopefully we'll hear more details soon. But nevertheless, yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool stuff with the Ultimate Edition, which I definitely like the look of. Some of the cool items and cosmetics and stuff that they're showing off are very, very nice, very cool looking. And yeah, there's a lot of nice pictures, by the way, tied to this pack and the vintage Vice City pack as well. So, yeah, definitely take advantage of some of these cool stuff. Now in terms of the PlayStation side of things, I thought we'll go to the So, in regards to PlayStation, they're saying that GTA 6 is best played on PS5 on the 19th of November. So this is kind of what they're saying here. Since Grand Theft Auto first arrived on the original PlayStation in 1997, the series has defined generations of play. We know players are excited about GTA 6, which heads to the state of Louisiana, the home of nano-soaked streets of Vice City and beyond, and the biggest, most expansive evolution of the series yet. And thanks for our close partnership between Sony Interactive and Rockstar, GTA 6 will play best on PS5 by taking advantage of the PS5 immersive features to deliver a deeply engaging single-player experience when it launches on the 19th of November. And then they talk about the DualSense features, the fact that you can it basically reacts to your actions, bringing in the sights and sounds and sensations of Jason Lucia's story in the palm of your hands, with the haptic feedback responding to vibrations and adaptive triggers providing dynamic resistance. The control's integrated speakers also add another dilemma to key moments and interactions, with sound effects from the controller enhanced by haptic feedback. There's also Temper 3D audio technology, where you can hear the surroundings of the soundscape of Louisiana as part of that feature. And the fact that audio precising has enhanced its position to help bring the world to life around the unmatching ways. And also another interesting thing here is they mentioned that GTA 6 with PS5's ultra high-speed SSD makes it that you're essentially... There's no loading screens on PS5, so essentially you're literally loading into the game without having to deal with loading screens anymore, which is, if that's indeed the case, if this is going to be the first GTA where we don't have to have loading screens anymore, that's a pretty big plus, especially the fact that they're saying there's near instant loading screens. Makes me very hopeful that we're going to be able to get into the action a lot faster than ever before, if that's indeed what they're saying. But then of course, like I said, they talk about the pre-orders, the fact that you could get the 3-month GTA Plus, and then they talk about PS5 being the best place to play GTA 6, and They're the fact that they're excited for the game's launch, and they're going to have pre-orders available from essentially from midnight local time on PlayStation Store. If you're looking to pre-order on the PlayStation Store, which where the Ultimate Edition will also be available over there as well as physical. And also, what was really interesting is that with the pre-orders that have been going on, they do mention in the pre-orders that if you do pre-order physical copies of the game, the physical copy owners those who pre-order, whether it's digital or physical, are going to be able to download the game a full week before it launches, which is from the 12th of November. So essentially, it doesn't just apply for digital copies, it applies to physical copies of the game. So essentially, if you get a pre-order a physical copy of GTA 6, you're going to get it essentially pretty much 4 days before the launch of the game. You'll be able to essentially download GTA 6, the full game, on your PlayStation or Xbox, etc. You'll be able to preload the whole game, which is mainly the single player, because it's mainly the single player portion of the game. But either way, you'll be able to download the whole game starting from the 12th of November, which is incredible. So, yeah, that is pretty cool that they're doing this not just for digital but also for physical copy owners as well. So then you can be able to just download the game and get straight into the action as it launches on the 19th, which is brilliant. So honestly, that's just fantastic, the fact that they're doing this, because it means that it saves you from basically waiting to get into the action. So that is incredible. But yeah, I'm generally, like I said, I'm generally stoked about this. The fact that they're actually allowing us to basically download the game, basically pretty much, like I said, the fact that they're already, the fact that you're able to do that is incredible, pretty much. So yeah, so if you, like I said, you get it 5 days before the launch if you're a physical box owner, which means you can basically do it like an unboxing of the Ultimate Edition if you really want to, on the 12th of November, which is pretty cool. But there you go. So that is pretty much the details of the special edition. It doesn't look like we're getting a collector's edition this time around, which I was very surprised that they didn't announce one, because they did have one in the previous GTA release. So it's very surprising it's not happening with GTA 6 this time around. But yeah, it looks like these are the only two editions you're going to get with GTA 6, it looks like. And they're not going to do a collector's edition like they've done in the past. So, yeah, it looks like the Ultimate Edition is going to be the collector's edition pretty much for this game, for the looks of things. And, yeah, and there's also no news of a PS5 bundles for GTA 6. All they're saying it plays best on PS5, and that's all they're saying regarding GTA 6 on PS5. So, yeah, looks like we're going to have to wait until later to find out when PlayStation are going to allow their PS5 GTA 6 bundles to go out on sale for pre-orders. I would imagine they come out later for pre-order. I would imagine that's how that's going to work. But I think they're just encouraging people to just buy the console before, without GTA 6, so that they can just get people on the PS5 ahead of the launch. Maybe that's how they're doing things. Who really knows? But hopefully we'll find out whether the PS5 GTA 6 bundles will happen later this summer. I would assume they will. It's just they're taking their times to sort it out, it seems. But yeah, that's all that we got for GTA 6 at the time being, really. And I'm interested to hear in the conversation below what you guys make of this development. It's definitely interesting, nevertheless. And yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what happens here. It's a very it's very cool that we're getting a 5-day early access for the game, so then you can basically download the game 5 days before the launch. I think that's really helpful. I would imagine this also works for PC, well, for Series X and S players as well. I was going to say PC, but PC players don't really know when GTA 6 is going to launch yet. I would imagine they'll talk about that probably early next year for the looks of things, because they're probably going to focus on the console hype so far, and then PC will be the next thing they'll talk about sometime maybe next year. They'll talk about that. And then we're just kind of waiting to find out when the online mode's going to launch. Is it going to launch in December? Is it going to launch in the new year? We don't know. I'm hoping we'll find out soon, because we're kind of left hanging to find out when that's going to happen. So hopefully we'll find out soon. But anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section what you make of all this news, and I will see you guys soon. Alright, gamers, I have to do a bit of an update here regarding the GTA 6 stuff, because, well, we just found out that the physical versions of GTA 6, that includes the standard edition physical version of the game, so essentially that and the Ultimate Edition will come with no physical disc version of the game. It's all going to be digital codes going forward. So in other words, if you were hoping for a disc version of GTA 6 when it comes to like physical purchases, you're just getting a download code going forward. And I'm honestly shocked by this decision, because I just don't understand, because Rockstar have always been about collectible items. They've done it with GTA 5. I remember pre-ordering the the collectors, or one of the special editions of GTA 5. It came with collectible items and stuff, and yet all of a sudden GTA 6 is just a download code. So in other words, you're kind of implying that the only real benefits you're getting is if you pre-order digitally, is kind of what they're saying, because if you're pre-ordering physically, you're not really getting that much benefits compared to digital pre-orders, if you look at it that way, because, well, sure, you're pre-ordering a physical version of the game, but it doesn't come with the disc. You don't put a disc in the physical versions of PS5s. You're basically just downloading a code for the get to have access to the game. That's literally what it is, and I'm really surprised by this decision by Rockstar, because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of collector items, and it defeats the whole purpose of like basically having a physical disc media version of the game, which is what GTA 5 has had for how many years, and it's just, over a decade, and yet now we're not getting that with GTA 6. Is kind of very weird and very bizarre decision making. I mean, yeah, sure, it might be to prevent story leaks and resales, and putting it, preventing people from reselling the game, etc. But like, why would you take away the collectible items if you're trying to prevent story leaks? Would it be better to, I don't know, delay the launch of the game so that nothing gets spoiled, if that makes it easier? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get this. It's very bizarre, and I would love to know in the comment section below what you make of this change of physical editions now becoming download codes trend that's now developing in physical media now. It kind of just paints this sort of grim picture that physical media is going to be coming to an end in PS6 and Project Helix days, right? Like, they're trying to imply that we're going to be heading towards a digital era of console gaming, which I would not be very surprised if that's the trend we're going in, because if that's indeed the future, then what does this mean for my physical boxed games I've got on my shelf? Does that mean I've got to just sell them? Like, what do I do with them if we're gonna, are we abandoning them now? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I hope we get some clarification as to what the PS6 and the Project Helix future is going to look like. But the fact that GTA 6 is not coming with a physical version of the game, physical media disc version of the game, it just paints that image that maybe that's the future for console gaming going forward. And man, it's gonna suck, man, if that's indeed what the future awaits me when it comes to like console gaming, Xbox and PlayStation. Man, that's gonna be rough for me. to swallow, especially because, I mean, it's already hard enough to buy digital games because most digital games are like, what, 70? Now GTA is about to hit the 80 mark, and chances are next gen is going to reach the 80 mark, so a lot of games are going to be pushing for £80 and potentially around 75, £80 by the next generation, which is going to be a rough pill to swallow for a lot of gamers when it comes to the next generation consoles. It's rough. It's very, very rough. But I mean, I'm still going to obviously get my hands on GTA, of course. But GTA 6 is just, man, it's going to feel rough if this is the future of GTA. I mean, sure, prices are going to rise, but the fact that you're not going to have physical disc of GTA 6 for physical copies going forward, man, that's gonna sting for a lot of people. And I know there's going to be a lot of friends who are going to be like, are they serious right now? And I don't know. I mean, you let me know what you think in the comment section about all of this. And if you want to pre-order, you can pre-order from midnight wherever you live. New Zealand's already got their pre-orders up. Australia's probably got pre-orders up already. I think other countries are gradually getting their pre-orders. We're not going to, well, the UK specifically won't be receiving pre-orders till midnight. The US won't receive it until midnight their time. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how many people do pre-order GTA 6 now that they know that it's not a physical disc on physical versions of the game. Should be very interesting to see what that does for the pre-orders. Does that force people to go digital, or are they going to go are they still going to go physical regardless of the announcement? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.